A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. And we are still looking at what was a very exciting double header encounter that was there yesterday. Punjab Kings versus Kolkata Knight Riders, and also Lucknow Super Giants versus Delhi Capitals in the new Ekana Stadium. And it is with the Lucknow Super Giants and Delhi Capitals match that we would like to start off this edition of the Morning Wrap. There was a very heartwarming gesture done by the Delhi Capitals team when the match was being played. In the Delhi Capitals team dugout, there was a jersey of Rishabh Pant. And that gesture made a lot of social media people very emotional. Remember, Rishabh Pant is not there in this edition of the IPL because he's still recovering from the injuries that he sustained in that horrific accident that he had in December 2022. However, Pant's absence has upset the Delhi Capitals team composition very much. But it is a tribute to Delhi Capitals and their management that they have kept a jersey of Pant in the dugout. Pant is always there with the team, and that is a big reason why he is a very popular cricketer. And Pant's absence, in a way, has also made sure that India and Delhi Capitals miss him a lot more because of his contributions. Whatever he does on the field, with the keeping, with the batting, Rishabh Pant is always an X factor. And Delhi Capitals are sorely missing him. But this gesture, you could see it on their Instagram handle, you could see it on their Twitter handles, the jersey of Rishabh Pant in the Delhi Capitals team dugout. And that is a very heartwarming gesture indeed. So salute to the Delhi Capitals. And also, we still miss Rishabh Pant. We hope he makes a very quick recovery and comes back onto the field. Now, if there is an emotional gesture that is winning hearts on social media, there is one gesture that is resulting in plenty of laughs on Twitter and social media. Recently, during an interaction, Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli and the RCB team were there. And Virat and Faf were at the table and they were asked some questions. In the end, Faf du Plessis was asked to repeat the mantra that is there for RCB in every IPL. It is like this lament, "Ee Sara Cup Namde," meaning this year the trophy's ours. But Faf du Plessis, in an epic slip-up, has said that "Ee Sala Cup Nahi." Nahi, that means we are not winning the title this time. This is an epic slip-up, and it kind of lets out what is RCB's real strength in this IPL. Perhaps they know that they are not going to win the IPL 2023 title. Faf du Plessis himself has admitted that, yeah, I may not win the IPL title because he just said Isa Cup nahi. So, epic slip-up, yes, unfortunately, communication language barriers, but maybe he might have let out the truth that RCB may not win the IPL 2023 title even this year as well. So on to 2024, maybe RCB is just there as a preparation team. They are not here to win the title. Can we take that? Nah, just kidding. RCB will be in action today. Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Mumbai Indians at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. And remember, it is going to be an action-packed, jam-packed Chinnaswamy Stadium. And the atmosphere that will be there is simply magnificent. And remember, RCB have gotten the wood over Mumbai Indians because they have not won against the Mumbai Indians. I mean, you look at their last 5 encounters, RCB hold a big edge. And remember, opening encounter and Mumbai Indians, it is a match made in hell. They have always struggled in the opening game of the IPL, Mumbai Indians. So that is why opening game for them, and that too, looking at it, the host team in their home ground, so far in all the games, they have won. So are we counting on Royal Challengers Bangalore making an opening game? I mean, they are making a great start in IPL 2023? Maybe. That is what's going to happen. But before that, Sunrisers Hyderabad take on Rajasthan Royals, and it's going to be a very important game because Sunrisers Hyderabad are a team that has taken some very good players, and Rajasthan Royals, on the other hand, have retained some of their core. How will both the teams go about it? And in that sense, you look at it, SRH and RR, these two teams, the way how they start might probably dictate the momentum that they have for this tournament. So that is why it is a very important game. The first game always sets the tone. And that is why SRH and RR, they will be looking to get off to a winning start in IPL 2023. So two blockbuster games today, Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Rajasthan Royals. And after that, we have Mumbai Indians versus Royal Challengers Bangalore. That is the thing. Now, we will stay with cricket because there are three major events that have happened. One, it is a very, very sad day that Salim Durrani, one of the finest cricketers that we had in the 60s and the 70s, he has died at the age of 88. Durrani was one of the most colorful cricketers that we have had. Ravi Shastri has paid him a very rich tribute on Twitter. All the other former cricketers have done it. The Indian, I mean, he has been a very good player. 29 test matches, 75 wickets, 1000 plus runs. He was known to be a big six hitter and born to Afghan parents. He's got a Pathan lineage. And on top of that, he has also won the Arjuna Award. He was the first recipient of the Arjuna Award. So, condolences, and it's a sad day for Indian cricket because Salim Durrani is no more. He died at the age of 88. We rest, we ensure that Salim Durrani will forever be remembered in our hearts, and it's a sad day indeed. But on the other end of the spectrum, if you look at it, April 12 years ago, April 2011, a great day happened for Indian cricket, and that was MS Dhoni and that six. Dhoni hits it into the stands, and with that, India had broken 28 years of pain. On April 2011, India had won the ICC World Cup, and they became the first nation to win it at home. So, India 12 years later, with that IPL, with the ICC trophies still not there in the Indian cricket team, this year, 12 years on, there is a very special documentary that will be uploaded on Sports Talk and Sports Today. You can watch that, and I guarantee you, it is going to be a treat. Unknown stories, some never before heard, never before seen footages, some exclusive insights from our greats. So do watch that video, which will be premiered today. And April 2011, it still is as fresh as it was. It happened yesterday. A great day indeed. 12 years on, can this be the year where India breaks the jinx? It can happen. Home conditions, home advantages, who knows? An ICC trophy could be loading for India in 7 months' time, or maybe even 2 months' time. Now, from India, let us shift our attention to New Zealand, and we have seen what was an epic T20I that happened between Sri Lanka and New Zealand. 196 that Sri Lanka made thanks to Charit Asalanka's magnificent 60 plus score. He hit six sixes in that, and Sri Lanka were in top gear, and they were in a good position to win. But Daryl Mitchell and Rachin Ravindra, they managed to get New Zealand close to the target, and a last ball, they needed 6 runs to tie, and Ish Sodhi did it. He tied the game with a last ball 6, and the game went into the super over. But in what will be very good news for Chennai Super Kings fans, Mahesh Theekshana stepped up in the super over and just gave away 8 runs. And because of that, Sri Lanka have won the first T20I in the super over thanks to a fantastic performance from Charit Asalanka. Even Dasul Shanaka in the last over, he got the wicket of Rachin Ravindra and he took 2 wickets. But the game went into the super over and Mahesh Theekshana held his nerve. So kudos to Theekshana for such a magnificent performance. And Sri Lanka finally have a win in this tour of New Zealand. It's been a horrendous tour for them so far. They got knocked out of the reckoning in the ICC World Test Championship final because they lost in Christchurch, sorry. Then they were also ensured that because they couldn't win the series, they lost 2-0. New Zealand ensured that Sri Lanka were dumped out even for direct qualification for the World Cup. So Sri Lanka will have to go to Zimbabwe in order to qualify for the World Cup. Today is going to be the last ODI between South Africa and Netherlands. And the equation is simple. If South Africa win by a big margin, then they will be guaranteed qualification. If Ireland in May first week against Bangladesh, they lose 1 game. If Ireland lose 1 game and South Africa win today, then we will see South Africa in that 8th team. And remember, if South Africa wins today, then even West Indies will have to go to Zimbabwe for the qualifiers. So you're potentially seeing West Indies and Sri Lanka in that qualifying, along with the likes of Ireland, Zimbabwe, and Netherlands. So that is going to be a very interesting match today. The third and final ODI will be between South Africa and Netherlands in Johannesburg. After After the 2nd of April, the South African players will be available for the IPL. So this is the major update that is there. And remember, from 4th or on the 5th, you are going to see South African players in the IPL. You may say why Riley Russo was available, because Riley Russo is not part of the South African team at this point in time. So that is why he was available. The likes of Anrich Nokia, David Miller, and the rest will be available after April 2. They may play on April 4 or April 5. It depends on their availability. So South Africa, they have gotten a massive advantage. If they win this, they're all but through to the eighth as the eighth team and automatic qualification for the World Cup. Now, apart from this, there are other sports actions that will take place as well. PV Sindhu is on course to register an emphatic win. She will be up in the final against Juntung of Indonesia, because remember, it could have been a Sindhu versus Marin final, but unfortunately, Carolina Marin suffered a shocking loss yesterday, and in a 3-game thriller, she lost in the semi-final, and that is why now PV Sindhu is favorite to win the Spain Masters, because she's got a perfect 7-0 record against Juntung. So it's going to be a very, very important game for Sindhu. She has been slightly off color in 2023, and one hopes that she can register a good win here today. Now, there is also, if you look at it, the Formula One race is happening currently in Australia at 10:30 a.m. We hope that it'll be a titanic tussle. Remember, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, they have gotten off to a great start in the season, 1-2 in both the races, with Perez winning the last one and Max winning in the season opener. But however, Lewis Hamilton has ensured that they are in a good position to ensure they break the Red Bull dominance, because they are in the second row along with George Russell. So Hamilton and Russell will be hoping to mount a fight back, but there's also Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc who will ensure that they are not going to go down without a fight. So that is also going to happen today at Melbourne. Then you've seen plenty of football action. Arsenal destroying their opponents, and Manchester City also registering an emphatic win. So it was a great day when you look at it for the Premier League top teams, because Manchester City and Arsenal, they both are now fighting it out for the top spot. Now there's a big gap. And remember, Arsenal have a good gap despite the wins. So that is why they will now want to go full tilt and ensure they do not slip up as the Premier League reaches the last stages. There was also, if you have to look at it, you may say the German version of the El Clasico, Bayern Munich and you may say Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich came out on top in that, and if you look at the La Liga, Barcelona have also been in good form, and they have registered a good win as well. So plenty of football action even today. Remember, league football is back in a full swing after 2 weeks. So this is going to be a very important Sunday for all you fans. And remember, today, 2 IPL games, 1 ODI, which could determine who is the 8th team. So join us for all the action that is going to happen on sports today. We'll be back with all the latest updates. Tap that bell icon to know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And if you look at it, there are some questions. Yes, Narayan, I am not from Chennai. My parents are from Chennai. So I have Chennai roots, but I was born in Mumbai. And why are you doing this, Tarunja? I have to do this because we will be in the studio from 2:45, where we are going to dissect everything on the IPL. And yes, our prayers and our condolences to Salim Durrani and his family, Nabil Khan, absolutely. But don't worry, there'll be a special video that I will be doing on who was Salim Durrani and why he was considered a very important player in the 60s and the 70s. Do tap that bell icon so that you can view that video as well, and show some on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thank you, bye-bye, and see you in the at 2:45.